Hello folks, welcome back to the Urban Rider Studio. Now, if you've ever been tempted to buy yourself an open-face motorcycle helmet in the past, you've probably already come across this. This is the Bell Custom 500, but this is the newest version, which now meets ECE 2206 safety standards. We've been waiting for this one for a while. It's been eagerly anticipated, and I'm glad to say very little has changed. That even goes for the affordability of this. As of the making of this video, these come in at £120 for a starting price, which is really impressive for any motorcycle helmet, even in spite of its legacy, its history, and the quality of finish. Very rarely do you see the originator of a style being one of the most affordable as well, but that is the case here. Now, they also do some more premium colorways, more interesting designs, arguably, I suppose, collaborations. So the likes of the Roland Sands design to my right, which looks great in the flesh, but if you want something a bit extra special, they also have some carbon versions like this McQueen option to my left. So the carbon options start from £350. This one here in blue is £400, which is a premium price tag, but it has more premium materials being used within it. And of course, if you don't like that price tag, if you want something a bit more affordable, obviously keep in mind, you do still have the £120 option in front of me. We currently stock it in 13 different color choices, which you can check out on our website. Now, I could say this is inspired by Bell's 1954 original design, and I will say that, in fact, there you go, you can have that. That's part of their marketing, and of course that is true. For some people that will carry weight, you want something that is authentic, and that is the case here. It's the same company. But obviously it shares the same sort of design as all of the other open-face helmets that have followed. It's a very simple design, and that's one of the big strengths of open-face helmets. That's why people like them. One is how simple they look. Secondly is how easy they are to transport. If you've got a second helmet, if you're taking a pillion, you want to go meet somebody, it's a very easy thing to bring with you. And of course, you've got that open field of view. It's very open on the front. If you're just doing some lower speed work or something like that, and you just want that airflow, that feeling of freedom, you can go for this option. You can wear glasses, goggles, whatever you want. What I will say about goggles though is it does bring your vision back in, so you do sacrifice that extra vision or wider field of view that you want from an open face helmet. But of course you need, or will probably need, something to protect your eyes from drying out. So what you'll commonly see people do is obviously wear glasses with this. It looks great that way. You can obviously put a visor on the front if you want to go that option. They sell additional visors with these 3 snaps on the front. You can get bubble visors or flat visors, different colors as well. Or actually, if you want something quite similar to this, in as much as it is a Bell open face helmet, they also have the new TX501, which is an open face helmet, but it also has an internal drop down visor, which you can obviously put in place to direct airflow away from your eyes. Now, what I will say about that one is it is noticeably larger than the Custom 500. In fact, rather than just saying that to you, I will give you an example. So we have a red version here. Both of these are in size large, and you can see that this is a bigger helmet, but of course it has that increased functionality. So some people will like this. If you don't like that, you always have the Custom 500 instead. It uses a fiberglass composite shell. It is really lightweight. Now, we've actually done our best open face helmets for 2024 video today as well. So I've had this in my hands as well as a lot of its competitors to sort of see which one is lighter, to compare them directly. And actually I can say this was joint lightest with the Hedon. I think the Hedon just has the edge on this, but if it is, it's by a few grams. It really is minimal. Now, all open face helmets are lightweight. This comes in just shy of 1,000 grams. It does depend on the size that you go for. If you want to stick with peak with it, obviously the carbon option will be slightly lighter, but again, probably not that noticeable. Either way, all open face helmets are light, but this one is slightly lighter than a lot of its competition. That outer shell comes in 5 different shell sizes. When I talk about shell sizes, that's just the outer shape and size and profile of this. Of course, you have your regular sizing on the inside from extra small up to double XL. But the more shell sizes they make it in, the more consistent the outer shell matches the internal size. So basically, you don't end up with a size small and a massive outer shell. It doesn't look massive on your head. That maintains a slimmer profile throughout their size range. It also does make them arguably a little bit safer because it will fit more snug. They don't have to pad it out to compensate for the variety of sizes. It uses a double D-ring closure around your neck. That is my preferred option. I'm also told that it's ever so slightly more secure than alternatives, but you will find with the TX501, for example, it's got a ratchet strap across there. Some people prefer that. I personally prefer this one. And you've got antimicrobial comfort padding on the inside. You've got removable cheek pieces if you need to wash them. And it's actually got a bit of extra detail over some of its rivals in the quilted stitching. You can see on the versions on the table, they've got this red contrasting stitching in there. Now, with regards to sizing and fit, let me prefix this section by saying I've already accepted that I'm never going to suit an open-faced helmet. They just don't look how I would want them to on my head. However, I think this one actually, because it is so slimline and also because it comes slightly further down my forehead, looks a little better than some of the alternatives that I've tried over the years. Some of the things I've found that help is wearing things like neck tubes. If you don't wear a neck tube, your neck looks slightly longer and it can make it look slightly bigger. Obviously it looks better with a motorcycle jacket on as well rather than a t-shirt. And breaking up your face shape with things like glasses, goggles, all these things can help as well. Now, the sizing on Bell we often describe as a universal fit. However, if you have an overtly oval head, really oval in shape, then some people struggle, but it is very few on that spectrum. Most people sit somewhere with an intermediate oval head and they actually will get on with this fine. It is an accurate size though. This is a large. I generally wear a large and I can tell you that it's comfortable. And actually I would say this is a slightly deeper fit. Like I said before, it comes further down my brow actually. So I feel fully enclosed in this in quite a reassuring way. What I will say though is around my face there is a bit of a gap in comparison to some rivals, and I would mention or call out Hedden for this example because that does fit in really tight around your face and does a good job actually for an open face helmet of noise cancelling. Whereas in contrast I would say this one will get quite noisy if you are going to take it high speed, long distance. I'd recommend if you were going to do that, wear some earplugs with it as well. But otherwise, if you've got any questions about sizing, you can stick them in the comment section down below. You can obviously follow links to our website where we have a size guide, which you can check. And obviously we update that as we go. I also said I would reference this in comparison to the TX501. In that review, I said I hadn't tried this on. I couldn't really compare the two, but I would say that that one has a slightly plusher liner. It actually does hug your face a little bit more. Maybe there's more padding on the inside of there as well. But they have the same shape and the same sizing. So it does track and transfer between the two different styles, if you're wondering. Like I say, it's great to see this helmet back. It has been eagerly anticipated. And if you want to check it out for yourself, links can be found in the description. Let us know what you think of it in the comment section, and I'll see you soon. Bye.